cold outside, guys. And I live down in Louisiana, so these are my dog's footprints. Oh, bird. So yeah, let's do a horror Blu-rays to break in the new horror room. Got my Halloween mug. Let's see if it does it this time. It's my dog sneezing. Give it a second. There it is. How cool is that? Ooh, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Christian Hanna Horror here. Good morning. It's pretty early right now. It's 8:20. It's really cold. The roads are closed. It's brutal out here. I thought I would do a horror Blu-rays I want you to own because, you know, it's been a while. Let's break in the new horror room with a horror Blu-rays I want you to own. I'm rocking my Return of the Living Dead 2 hoodie from Cavity Colors. I wasn't planning on getting this, but unfortunately when Terror Threads did one, they had a problem in the plant. And instead of having the logo on the front the way this one does, get the screwdriver out of my head, there was nothing on the front. Broke my heart. With a bonus real quick, guys, always make sure you follow me on Instagram because I pretty much keep you up to date with everything I'm watching. Unfortunately, this DVD is far out of print and it doesn't have a Blu-ray yet. Scream Factory, get on that. This is a movie called Bats from 1999. Lou Diamond Phillips is in it. This was a really fun movie. It was really, really fun. There was some good gore because this is the exclusive R-rated director's cut. So there's a little bonus for this episode. If you can stream it, stream it. If you can find the DVD used, get it because it's like $47 on Amazon right now. So check that out, guys. It's called Bats. It's a little bonus. So here we go. Let's get started. 5 horror Blu-rays I want you to own. This is the Take My Word edition, basically. You know, I thought it would be good to put this one in here because this is a movie that I didn't like for the longest time, and it's just grown on me, to just put it bluntly. This is from Synapse Films. I think you guys should check out Prom Night from them. This is a good Blu-ray. It's got a good picture quality. It doesn't have the best picture quality I've ever seen, but it's pretty darn good. It's the best that we have in America as far as I know. And as far as Jamie Lee Curtis goes, I think this was like her prime. I just love the way she looks in this film. Huge fan of hers. What can I say? I wish she liked horror more in publicly. Obviously, she does horror movies now because that's her legacy, but I do wish she liked it more. It has a 2K scan, surround stereo mix, audio commentary, the making of Prom Night featurette, additional scenes for television broadcast, never before seen outtakes from the movie, exclusive to this Blu-ray. So it's a good stacked Blu-ray. This is a Region A Blu-ray. I think 101 Films or somebody did one overseas. If you want to get your hands on that, I'll have links to the Amazon in the pinned comment below for all these, so check it out. So yeah, Prom Night. I'm down with Prom Night. I still like Prom Night 2 more, but Prom Night's cool. All right, this next one, I wasn't gonna put it in this video, but I figured we need to just go ahead and put this in here because I watched this yesterday or day before yesterday. I was blown away by how good this movie was. Okay, you don't need to see the first one if you haven't because they're not related. See the first one, but this one is incredible. My jaw was dropping at VHS 2. I know this is random as it gets, but listen to me, guys. This is one of the best found footage movies I've ever watched. I'm serious. First of all, the cult scene at the end, you have to literally just soak that all in. It was insane how far they went with this cult, this Asian cult at the end. It was some of the best found footage material I think I've ever watched in terms of just how intense and crazy it got. I mean, it rivaled Lake Mungo. It rivals Paranormal Activity. Actually, I think I like this more than Paranormal Activity. This cult scene was so insane. I was on Facebook talking about it, and everybody was like, my jaw dropped at the cult scene. I couldn't believe how far they went. I couldn't believe how intense that was. So, you know what? Make sure you get your hands on VHS 2, the Blu-ray. You can get the DVD. That's fine. Obviously, the Blu-ray is going to look a little bit better. This is some of the best found footage I've ever seen, guys. VHS 2, do not sleep on it. I promise you, this is a main event movie Wow, I loved it. I couldn't believe it's been so long since I rewatched it. Again, that cult scene is insane. Brutally insane. Next comes from the people over at Severin Films. Now, this was a really interesting, fun movie. I'm a huge Ted Raimi fan, and in 1993, he starred in a movie called Skinner. Now, Skinner is a pretty intense film. I mean, it definitely couldn't be made today, which probably you could say that for a lot of the movies that'll put in these videos, but that's just the world we're living in. But this movie was pretty cool. I liked it. I mean, Ted Raimi plays a serial killer. The movie looks grimy and dirty, and it's got that sleazy, city vibe to it. Ted is like that really awkward kind of dude. I liked it a lot. Ricky Lake and Tracy Lords is in this. What a bloody interesting film. I like Skinner. I think this came after the big success of Silence of the Lambs, and they were doing the big serial killer type thing after this. And this is one of those movies that came out after that. But it's more sleazy and stuff like that. So I like Skinner. It's probably my favorite Severin release I own. I love Ted Raimi. I love you, Sam, but Ted is my favorite Raimi. He just pops up randomly in movies, and you gotta love that. But he stars in Skinner, so this is a good Blu-ray. It's got a 4K scan. The story of how they found this was remarkable. This movie was never supposed to be able to get a release, but they luckily, not reluctantly, they last minute happened to just find a negative of Skinner. They thought they were all gone. The movie was banished from existence, but no, it happened. So support that. Skinner's a cool movie. Next comes from the great people over at Scream Factory. I'm a werewolf guy. You know that between werewolves and vampires, werewolves are my favorite. There's no denying that. I picked this movie up on a whim because I just wanted to see werewolf movies, and Bad Moon ended up becoming one of my favorite werewolf films. This is a must-own, guys. This movie, it's a 90s werewolf film from 90, I think it's 6. So, really weird time, but it boasts some of the most amazing werewolf effects I've ever seen, all practical. Finally, you get to see this werewolf standing tall in a house in this movie, and brutal looking. Great opening sequence, the whole nine. It's a really fun film. I love Bad Moon. Definitely get your hands on this Scream Factory Blu-ray. If you're a fan of this movie, they did a great job. It looks good. Just a 1080p, but 1080p can sometimes confuse me because it makes me know, okay, maybe they didn't find a good print, or maybe they didn't do this or that, or blah, blah, blah. But no, this one looks really good. So Bad Moon is a must-own if you're a werewolf lover for physical media. So Bad Moon. And because March is coming, I have the cool steelbook of this, but because that was a Best Buy thing, I'm not sure if you can still get that. I really want you guys to own the Leprechaun set. I mean, this one has all of them. Leprechauns all the way up to Origins. And obviously, there's now Leprechaun Returns, which came out a couple years ago, and I'm hoping they do another one because I like that one. But Leprechaun, the complete collection, I love this. They have all kinds of great special features on these. The guy that directed Part 2 told this really funny story about how he was out with a night on his friends years later, and they saw Leprechaun 2 was playing on TV, and they were like, man, who directed that? And he's like, oh, that was me. And they didn't believe him, and they had to Wikipedia it like right at the bar, and they were all laughing. It was a funny story. Great special features. The guy that made Leprechaun, I like that guy a lot. He was just a guy that was a big fan of this type of movie. Wanted to make like then he did Rumpelstiltskin, which that's the greatest movie ever. Needs a Blu-ray, but that's neither here or there. This is a fun set. You can get this in DVD form. You can get this in Blu-ray form. I'd want you to have the Blu-ray form if you're into better picture quality. If not, the DVD is perfectly fine. But I'll link that down below, all those movies. So there it is, guys. These are 5 horror Blu-rays I want you to own. I think this is volume 10 or something. This is my favorite series I do. I try not to milk it too much and just do them very often, because if you guys do support the show and get some of these movies, I wouldn't want to just throw them at you once every day and then you'll be broke. So there it is, guys. 5 horror Blu-rays I want you to own. Let me know about those titles. If you don't own them, let me know if this video entices you to. Like I said, I'll have the link for my Amazon affiliate links down below. Doesn't cost you a penny more. I'll make 5 cents basically. Just goes back into the channel. So VHS 2, do not sleep on VHS 2. Believe me, the cult scene is amazing.